Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aime Azzahra, absent 4. So I will tell you a story about why cats and dogs are enemies. A story from China told by a mouse. There was a house that I used to visit for my supper sometimes. I knew the way in very well. There was a tiny little door by the back window, so small that you would probably never notice it. But I'm a mouse, and I can squeeze through the tiniest of entrances. To tell you the truth, the joint was going downhill, and every time I visited, there were fewer and fewer crumbs. It was hardly worth going there anymore, because there were dangers. They had a cat. This cat was getting so skinnier and skinnier, and I should have known that he would be on the lookout for a tasty morsel, such as me. Yeah, this is how I got caught. I wasn't paying enough attention. I got distracted. Although I have a twitchy nose, I'm not nosy in the other sense of the word. I like to mind my own business. But one night, I could not help overhearing an argument. The man and the woman of the house was shouting so loud. "It's all your fault, we're starving," said the woman in a high-pitched voice that sounded most distressed. "You shouldn't have gone and sold my mother's ring behind my back, and all you got for it was an old horse that went lame. Now, we've got nothing. Nothing." "What's your mother's ring got to do with it?" asked the man. "Because I told you 1,000 times, the person who wears the ring will never go hungry." "Well, I don't believe in that magic and nonsense," replied the man. "You don't believe in anything I say. That's why you're so thin. Your trousers keep falling down around your knees." Ooh, that was quite an argument. But now I understood why this house was getting so poor. The man had sold that magic ring that kept the ladder stocked up. Wow, I wish I had a ring like that, I thought. It was all so interesting that I hung around for a fraction too long. It was my big mistake. Bam! Everything went black. Am I dead or alive? I thought. But I soon knew that I was alive because I heard a voice that I recognized. The dog, a scratchy mutt who smells like an old blanket, was saying, "Hey cat, hang on. Don't eat that mouse just yet." "Why shouldn't I? I haven't had a meal in days." "Neither have I. But the mouse will only satisfy your thumbs for a few hours. Let's be smart about this. He can't help us to fill our stomachs and our masters for the rest of our days." "Starvation has robbed your good sense, huh? This is a mouse, not a hen. He can't lay eggs." No. That's not what I mean. The safe thing about a mouse is he's small. Yes. And he can slip through the tiniest of entrances. Of holes. "So," said the cat, "and if we take him to the house where the magic ring is now, he can slip inside and get it for us. He will do this for you because his life depends on it. I know where the house is, the McPee told me. Let's head off straight away. The cat saw that the dog was not quite as stupid as he looked. So she held me in my tail in his mouth and sprang through the window. The dog followed. Off they both ran down the alleyway. I was bouncing all around the place. I can tell you, this is the most horrid way to travel. But hey, I was alive, and that's usually the main thing. We left the town and reached a river. The dog said, "Right, oh, in we go." But the cat puts me down and held me with a paw. No, not so fast. I haven't learned to swim. But the dog said, "Never mind that. Jump on my back and I'll carry you over." So, splash! In we all went. The dog path led to the other side, and from there, it's not far to the house where the magic ring was to be found. Inside, we could see a man and a woman, both plump with well-fed, happy expressions on their face. The dog said, "We've come to the right place. Let's hope she takes off the ring when she goes to bed." The cat prowled around the house, looking for a way in. Finally, we found a tiny little house. "In you go," she said, "and bring back the ring if you follow your pathetic little mousy life." In I went, still glad to be alive, but not too optimistic about finding anything. I can sniff out crumbs, but mice are not equipped a nose for gold, you know. Fortunately, I saw it glinting in the moonlight. The lady had left it on the table with her other jewel. They were pretty rich. I seized the ring in my mouth and slipped back out again. "Here you go," I said. "I hope you are as good as your word." "Say goodbye to this wool, little mouse," replied the cat. With the clouds flashing in the moonlight, I trembled for my life. But the dog said, "Stop right there, cat. We gave our word and we must keep it. A promise is a promise." We returned to the river and swam back as before. Soon we were in the town. This time, the cat went over the rooftop while the dog ran down the alleyway. I went home to my nest for a good sleep. A few weeks later, I was going past the house where the cat and the dog live. The light was on, and I looked through the window. The human couple were having a feast, and the cat had put on weight. So, I thought, it's true. The owners of the magic ring will never go hungry. I too deserve for my daring part in the rescue of the ring, so I decided to sleep inside and take some crumbs. But round the back, I found the dog tied up, more miserable than ever. "What happened?" I asked. "The house is full of food, but why aren't you tucking in?" The dog whined. "Oh, that filthy lying cat deceived me. She ran to the house before me, taking short way over the rooftops. As soon as she got back, she jumped to our owner's bed and woke them up with a great gift of the ring. How delighted they were. She rewarded every day.
But as for me, they punish me. They think I'm just smelly, useless animal and tied me up outside. I'm lucky if they remember to throw me a scrap. Grrr, I shall have that cat till the day I die, and so shall all my puppies will hate all cats forever. So, that's the story about why cats and dogs are enemies. Thank you.